Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about momentum, right? So there's a couple of things I want to talk about, in like that relates to momentum. So yeah, first one is Big Mo. Now, Big Mo is, if you read the book Compound Effect, you know what it is, but it's basically just big momentum, right? If you got big momentum, then you're just winning in life, right? You got big momentum. Now, obviously, you're only winning in life if you got big momentum that's going upwards rather than downwards, right? So that's important as well. It's just little details. But if you got Big Mo, all the successful people had Big Mo once in their life or twice or whatever. But you can't feel it, you can't see it, but you know if you have it, right? This is the book, Compound Effect. I highly recommend. Oh shit! I highly recommend you to read it. Good book, right? Now the second thing is obviously, as you can see, I'm very artistic. This is like spirals, right? As Andrew Tate was talking about. So many people talk about downward spirals. The whole point of a spiral is basically things happening after each other that are better than the ones that were happening before. So I didn't explain it well, but it's basically one good thing happening and then another good thing and another good thing, and then going up. Or it could be the other way around: one good thing, another good thing, another good thing, just either up or down, right? Now, hopefully that kind of makes sense in like spirals. I didn't really explain it well, but spirals, right? Switching it up and routine. Now, first of all, what I mean by switching it up is, unless you got some weird human will, well, not weird, but like a really strong human will, or you're just an absolute robot, then you're gonna have to do different things. You're gonna have to switch it up in terms of what you do in a day-to-day life, right? So you can't really do everything exactly the same every day, because that's just gonna be boring, and humans are not built that way, right? Humans are built to obviously experience things, all that kind of stuff. So when I say switching up, maybe once a month go do something different, something new, right? They say in relationships as well. Some people say, oh, so do something new with your partner every month or once a month or something like that, right? So you do need to switch it up. And obviously by switching up, I don't mean go party and all that kind of stuff, but do something new, like rock climbing or something that is kind of beneficial to you, but it's also something new, right? And then you will see that you can stick to your actual routine a lot easier, right? And then on the topic of routine, what I mean by routine is obviously pretty simple. I'm sure everyone knows this. It's just sticking to habits, building habits, and then that's how you build a routine. In the book, it says, I think it's in Compound Effect, that all you need to have is something to do in the morning and something to do in the evening, and then what happens between those two things doesn't really matter. But you know that every morning and every evening you do the same thing. I sort of agree with that. I have tasks that I do every morning and every evening, which I stick to, and what happens between those two times doesn't really matter, as long as I do those two things, the things I do in the morning and in the evening, right? So moving on nicely from that is implementation in terms of what I just said. So this here, what I wrote on the board, is basically doing 3 things in the morning before you go on your phone. So doing some 3 tasks. It could be, for example, for me, it's cold shower, push-ups, and reading. That's the 3 tasks I have to complete before I can go on my phone, right? Now, that is to build momentum, right? Those 3 tasks are for me to build momentum for the day. So, because if you just go on your phone straight away, you might get hooked in reels or something like that, and it's just an awful start to your day. And I'm sure when you wake up and you go on your phone, and then you get stuck in reels, and then you're like, oh shit, I just wasted an hour, and it's just an awful feeling. I mean, many people say don't go on your phone first thing in the morning because you see all the lifestyle videos and all that kind of stuff, but you might as well just use that as motivation. I think, in my opinion, the biggest one is just building momentum for the day. And that's why I always do Monday Conquest, building momentum for the week. And then by having a good week, you're building momentum for the month. And by having a good first month, you're building momentum for the year, right? So it's interesting, right? That's what I would say. And then going back to what I was saying, is I have 3 tasks in the morning and then 3 tasks, 2 to 3 tasks in the evening, right? So in the evening, I do journaling, praying, and again, same thing, reading, or I play chess, right? Either one. So I would suggest you to have maybe 3 to 4 tasks every morning and every evening that you do every day and you stick to it. Like, you just stick to it, right? Even if you're dead tired and your eyes are shut, you still do it because you stick to it. And then that's how you're going to build momentum in the morning for the day, and then in the evening for the next day, basically, right? So the last thing is I wanted to talk about is this. Now, you can see it's a graph, and it's a very interesting graph because it's very true. And I haven't really experienced it yet, to be honest, but obviously there's loads of people who have, and I do understand the concept. I mean, I can say I sort of experienced it, but it was on a lower level, right? So this is progress. This is what you're doing. This is your life. So let's say this is 4 years. It's 2 months. So here, what this actually means is, this is your progress in 4 years, and this is your progress in 2 months, right? You see the difference. Slowly up, down, and then in 2 months, shots up, right? So this could be you making 5 to 10k, 20k for 4 years per month, and then in 2 months it shoots up to like 200, 500, 1 million per month, right? So the whole point of this is just to show you how fast your life can change and how fast Big Mo can change your life, right? It's insane. So, but then when you, for example, when you go look at average people's lives, it just doesn't change. It just stays the same. Average people's lives just stay the same. So, for example, I heard this story today, where this guy, he was in the gym, and a few months ago, he saw the same people, and then a few months later, he saw the same people again doing the same thing, but his life completely changed. So it's very interesting how normal average people's lives just stay the same. Like, when you, for example, if you think of your friends or your family members 2 years ago, was there any difference compared to now? Most likely there's not a big difference, right? Maybe not even a small difference. But what I'm saying is, as long as you stick to it and as long as you stay consistent, your life can change in 1 month, 2 months, even a week. It's insane. It can change just like that, right? So that was the last thing I wanted to go through. Hopefully it was helpful. But yeah, if you got any questions, DM me on IG as always. And yeah, in a bit.